I can see a highway from my daddy's broken chair, a silver river stretching through the morning air. I can see a window where the evening light is kind, a quiet, steady peace of mind. I got these two hands, a map drawn on a napkin's back, a promise to myself that I won't ever look back. Just need a little traction, just a little open space to finally win this quiet race.
And I could have a real life, a simple, honest one, a kitchen with some flowers, fighting with the sun. I could be somebody, build a world that's straight and true, and all I need's a chance to see it through. You had that look like you were running from the same heartbreak. We pulled our pocket change and bought a little pain. We worked the graveyard double, we wore our dreams down thin, counting every dollar we could pin.
We lived in a maybe, in a someday soon we swore, in a tiny room above a hardware store. We ate the silence for our supper, we drank the fatigue down deep, holding promises we couldn't keep. But we were chasing that real life, the simple, honest one, a kitchen with some flowers, fighting with the sun. We were gonna be somebody, build a world that's straight and true, and all we had was the hope to see it through. Now I'm looking through that window, the evening light is gold. The story that I wanted has been bought and sold. The quiet's in the hallway, the steady peace is here, and it tastes a little bit like fear, 'cause the hustle left its fingerprints on everything I own. The friend I did it with is now a ghost on the phone. I traded every maybe for a solid polished yes, and now the yes feels like a subtle hollow mess.
And I have that real life, a simple, honest one, a kitchen with some flowers, fighting with the sun. I am finally somebody in a world that's straight and true. So why does it feel like the dream got through? Why does it feel like the dream got through?
The highway's just a driveway now, the race is run. The flowers in the kitchen, they're fighting with no one. You've been holding your breath and clenching your fist tight, walking a tightrope of worry from morning into night. You think strength is a fortress, a wall that's tall and steep, but the strongest thing, my darling, is a promise you can keep to soften. Because hands that are open, they are the ones that receive, catching the grace that is falling in the quiet of the eve. And a heart that is open is the only kind that knows love It's the door to the sunrise, it's what the light is made of. So let go of the gripping of the old and heavy weight. Uncurl those tired fingers before it is too late. You've carried all the burden, you've weathered every blast. Now let this be the season where you're held and you hold fast by letting go. Because hands that are open, they are the ones that receive, catching the grace that is falling in the quiet of the eve. And a heart that is open is the only kind that knows love. It's the door to the sunrise, it's what the light is made of. So open up your heart now and allow the simple start. Allow me to take care of you, it's not too late to start. Just open up your heart. Just open up your heart. I learned my lessons the hard way, with gravel still in my knees. I trusted storms in my future and begged the wind for some peace. I chased a few false horizons, put my faith in breaking plans, but every crack in the pavement taught me how to firmly stand. And I'm still standing tall, yeah, I'm still standing tall. Every fall just proved a measure of the strength inside it all. For the bruises, for the battles, for the nights I nearly crawled, I'm still here. I'm still here, I'm still standing tall. Drank hope from empty bottles, I prayed in borrowed rooms, I waited on slow mornings for fast breaking afternoons. I wore my doubts like armor till the weight began to bend. Then I learned a man grows stronger when he stops pretending, friend. And I'm still standing tall, yeah, I'm still standing tall. Every scar is just a sentence in the story of it all. For the risk and for the rescue, for the rise after the fall, I'm still here. I'm still here, I'm still standing tall. Whoa. I'd rather burn and blaze and break than never live at all. So let them count my failures like they're debts I couldn't pay. I bought my freedom honestly with every reckless day. And when the dust has settled and the echoes finally stall, They'll find my name carved deep and clear. I was still standing tall. I'm still standing tall. Yeah, I'm still standing tall. Every wrong road led me closer to the truth behind it all. For the living, for the loving, for the strength I had to call. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still standing tall. Whoa. I was born with a fistful of rules and a map to a promised reward. I learned all the steps in the missionary schools, and I praised a demanding Lord. I offered my hours, my silence, my youth on a cold and impersonal stone. I waited for fire, for lightning, for truth, and I shivered and prayed alone. But you came as a quiet treason, a pardon I didn't deserve. You showed me a God with a human face and a curve of your steady nerve. You didn't ask for my penance or tithes, just my trembling and worthy hand. And you built a new temple before my eyes, from the dust of this promised land. So take me to your altar of skin and bone, where the gospel is written in touch, where the only sin left is leaving me alone, and the blessing is asking for much. I've knelt in the houses of fear and of might, where the love was a debt to be paid, but here in the warmth of your body's light is the heaven that man never made. Oh! 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 They can keep their high halls and their crystalline spheres, they're angels with swords made of flame. I found my deliverance right here in the breath that speaks your name. My worship is practical, desperate and deep, in the tending of this tender space, a covenant only our hearts can keep in this rough and forgiving place. So take me to your altar of skin and bone, where the gospel is written in touch, where the only sin left is leaving me alone, and the blessing is asking for much. I've knelt in the houses of fear and of might, where the love was a debt to be paid, but here in the warmth of your body's light is the heaven that man never made.
This is the ritual. This is the wine. This is the
stranger could hold it, no church could contain this world forgiving, merciful stain of love. So take me, I'm already there. I heard you build a castle on a hill of purest gold, with a view of all the kingdoms that your money ever sold. You fill the halls with strangers and the laughter bought and sold, but the throne room in your center was so desperately cold. You lived in your castle made of gold, yet you had a heart of stone. You traveled the whole wide world and you forgot your way back home. You kept those wheels a-turning on a road you had to home, and you never stopped to wonder why the seed you planted never grown. Your passport's thick with entry stamps from ports you can't recall. You've seen the sunrise everywhere and watched the evenings fall. You collected ancient artifacts to fill your empty shelves, while the memories of your childhood sat gathering dust themselves. You lived in your castle made of gold, yet you had a heart of stone. You traveled the whole wide world and you forgot your way back home. You kept those wheels a-turning on a road you had to own, and you never stopped to wonder why the seed you planted never grown. I guess that's life. We're all just running from the rain, chasing ghosts of satisfaction through the pleasure and the pain. Some build walls to keep the quiet out, some build roads to flee the doubt. You just chose a faster horse on a never-ending route. Now the gold is just a color and the castle's just a space, and the world you thought you conquered just remembers your face as a blur in a late-night cafe, a name in a ledger gray, a story of a traveler who never learned to stay. You lived in a castle you had a heart of. You traveled the whole world forgot.
Love is free, they hand it out on every paper page. A promise that won't wrinkle and won't break and won't age. But they forget to tell you in the fine print and the art, it comes with its own suitcase, and the suitcase is a heart. And hearts they are for breaking. So open up the ledger, lay the choices on the floor. What will you pay and pay and pay to want a little more? Life is free to enter, but the ticket out is pain. You trade the sun for the shadows, for the right to feel the rain. So what's the price you're whispering for everything you name? Ooh. 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 Life is free, a borrowed breath, a temporary key, a guest room in the universe they gave to you and me. But rent comes due in suffering, and upkeep is in tears. A tax of endless goodbyes collected through the years, and death is the late fee. So open up the ledger, lay the choices on the floor. What will you pay and pay and pay to want a little more? Life is free to enter, but the ticket out is pain. You trade the sun for the shadows, for the right to feel the rain. So what's the price you're whispering for everything you name? The purest things demand the most, the deepest wells run black. You can't hold the ocean if you fear the giving back. So maybe joy's not something that you find and get to keep, but just the quiet glowing coal of a sorrow buried deep that you chose to bury. So open up the ledger, what's it worth? The ache, the earth, the glorious terrible.
This old guitar is splinters from 100 different towns. It's seen the morning frost and the way the sun goes down. It's held 1,000 stories in its worn and wooden frame, but out of all the melodies it only knows one name. That name is yours. It's hummed it in the blue through every lonely highway I was traveling back to you. sang you in the major keys, it wept you in the minor. A silent, steady chorus to the one my heart desired. It would be a pity, a crime against the sound, if these strings that called for you never knew you were around. To never see the smile that the chords were trying to find, to never know the quiet that it wrote to fill your mind. So let me play the intro to the story we could write. Let this old and knowing wood finally meet the light that lives behind your eyes, that softens every line. Let this instrument that loves you finally call you mine. This guitar knows you, it's time you knew it too. Not just as a song, but as a prayer that's true. Would be a pity not to know you, now that it's sung you through and through. Built my house on shifting sand and called the desert promised land. I followed whispers, ghosts of sound, to higher, emptier ground. My compass was a fevered dream, a blinding, never-ending gleam. With you, I was always chasing wind, a race I could not lose or win. A feeling just beyond my grasp, a question wearing my soul's mask. It kept me moving, kept me blind, the only future I could find. But my hands are tired, my feet are slow, I guess it's time to let you go.
Climb the mountains you would name and play the complicated game of reading silence, tracing lies in the hollows of your eyes. The treasure was the chase itself, a ghost upon my mentor shelf. With you, I was always chasing wind, a race I could not lose or win. A feeling just beyond my grasp, a question wearing my soul's mask. It kept me moving, kept me blind, the only future I could find. But my hands are tired, my feet are slow, I guess it's time to let you go.
love a shadow is to love the light that cast it, burning sharp and bright. I love the burning, not the sun, the frantic chase, not what I'd won, which was nothing, just the ache of footsteps for a phantom's sake. So I'll stop running, let the quiet in, let the wind just be wind again.
The sun cracks open like a yolk on another morning gray. I'm fumbling with my coffee to start another day. I hear them in the maple tree, a joyful, sharp and simple sound, a conversation made of wind and things they've lost and found. I wonder as I tie my boots and check the time again, if they ever pause their flying to look down on the men who crawl on roads of concrete like ants upon a stone. If they ever shake their feathered heads and chirp, look at them go. Do they laugh about the hours that we trade for bits of green, the tiny mighty kingdoms that we build and keep so clean, while they own the whole blue ceiling and the branch is all they need? Do they sing a song for all of us, planting a pointless seed? Oh, we're a choir of fools to a symphony of wings, building our cages, bargaining for small and shiny things. And the birds just keep on singing the same untroubled tune at the pale and toiling creatures beneath the sun and moon. Maybe they don't think at all. Maybe that's the grace, to just exist in morning light and know your given place, to never write a ledger of the things you didn't win, to just begin the day again and trust the world you're in. But I have to catch the subway, I have numbers I must meet, I have a life constructed on this artificial street. So I'll nod up at the singers as I hurry on my way, another toiling creature with too much to do, and say we're a choir of fools and the birds on the sky. We're a choir of fools as the long days roll by.
I had one key for the lock, a simple iron thing. It fit the palm of my hand like the start of spring. I
kept it on a string worn soft against my chest, the answer to the doorway, the end of every quest. But the string, it must have frayed in some unnoticed storm, or maybe in the keeping, the metal lost its form. I reached for it this morning to turn the day to grace, and found an empty imprint, a cold and vacant space. I had one way to tick, a rhythm sure and true, a beat that knew my name in everything I do. Now the silence in the mechanism is the only sound I keep, a hollow in the chest where the heartbeat used to sleep. And I lost the key to your heart somewhere in the rain or dark, or maybe in the leaving of a too familiar park. And now I'm just a silhouette against a bolted door, with a pocket full of nothing and a memory of before. I retrace my steps through every ordinary mile, the coffee shop, the sidewalk cracks, the crooked patient style. I sift through conversations like panning foolish gold, looking for the moment where my clumsy fingers lost their hold. Was it something I said in a quiet, careless tone, or just the gentle entropy of being on your own? The key is just an object, the tick was just a sound, but without them, the whole world's just unopenable ground. I had one way to tick, a rhythm sure and true, a beat that knew my name in everything I do. Now the silence in the mechanism is the only sound I keep, a hollow in the chest where the heartbeat used to sleep. And I lost the key to your heart somewhere in the rain or dark, or maybe in the leaving of a too familiar park. And now I'm just a silhouette against a bolted door, with a pocket full of nothing and a memory of before. Maybe it wasn't lost, maybe it was taken back, maybe the lock was changed on a different hidden track. Maybe the map I had was for a different, older land. Maybe I'm just holding an empty, waiting hand. Maybe the only key that ever truly fits the lock is the one you never had to find, but was always in your sock, or pocket, or your soul, or somewhere warm and deep, not lost. Just never mind to keep. I had one way to tick, I had one key to turn, a lesson I was given, but I suppose I had to learn. The silence in the mechanism is my new familiar friend, a rhythm of the absence that will be until the end. And I lost the key to your heart, I set it down or let it fall, and now I'm just the echo in an empty waiting hall, a silhouette against a door I'll never understand, with nothing in my pocket but the outline of my hand. One key, one tick, one lost, that's it. I ain't got much much in my pocket, just some lint and an old smooth stone. No paper promise of tomorrow to call my very own. But in my chest a different kind of currency, they say. A heart that's bursting at the seams, with love I need to pay.
I have a pocket full of nothing and a heart that's full of faith and more love than I can measure, that I'm saving for a place to put it down, to give it out, to build a humble start. If you just take a chance on this overflowing heart.
I can't buy you fancy dinners or a ring of shining gold. I can't promise easy streets or a story to be told. But I can promise morning coffee and a hand to hold at night, the steady kind of quiet and a fierce and tender fight.
I have a pocket full of nothing and a heart that's full of faith and more love than I can measure, that I'm saving for a place to put it down, to give it out, to build a humble start. If you just take a chance on this overflowing heart.
They say love needs a foundation of the solid worldly stuff, but I've seen castles built on sand and more than enough of empty rooms with gilded frames where lonely echoes stay. I'm building mine on different ground. I'm building mine this way.
So here's my pocket turned out, here's my humble open hand, here's the faith that hasn't faded in this weathered hoping man. And here's the love, it's all I have, it's my one true real thing, a simple, brave and endless offer that this broken world can bring.
I have a pocket full of nothing and a heart that's full of you. I have cataloged the sunsets, every fade, the bruised plum, the gold on the blade. I know the sequence, I know the arc of the light. Yet every evening it steals my breath outright. It performs the same quiet, familiar trick. But my eyes are newborn, my heart resets the clock. It's a beautiful, strange and known refrain, a miracle I cannot explain.
And I have seen you smile and pass me by
1,000 times beneath the
1,000 times beneath the same blue sky.
You are the most beautiful stranger that I know, a familiar landscape where new flowers grow. I think I know you, I think I do, but every day I learn the you that's new. I know the map of your voice, it's certain trails. The story told by your hands, the old sad details. But then a light shifts in a room just so, and a color in your soul I've never seen begins to glow.
A secret chamber,
Unlocked by ordinary air,
a different person,
standing right there. Not a stranger, but a deeper, truer friend. A story that doesn't end.
and I have seen you smile and pass me by
1,000 times beneath us,
1,000 times beneath the same blue sky.
you are the most beautiful stranger that I know. A familiar landscape where new flowers grow. I think I know you, I think I do. But every day I learn that you that's new. Is this the heart of it? The glorious quiet cost. To love someone is to be perpetually lost and found again. To have the map but not the terrain. To greet a soul again and again. Not in repetition, but in revelation. A constant, gentle recreation.
And I have seen you smile and pass me by
1,000 times beneath us,
1,000 times beneath the same blue sky.
you are the most beautiful stranger that I know. A familiar landscape where new flowers grow. I think I know you, I think I do. But every day I learn the you, the you that's new, the you that's true. The sunset is not old, my love is not a known thing. It is a verb, a continual beginning. A stranger I am blessed to recognize with ever new and revelation. You want the garden, rich with fruit and heavy on the vine. The proof of sun and season, a harvest that is thine. But soil is made of what is dyed and what is turned to black. And the sweetest berry ripens with the worms upon its back. In the quiet, crawling dark, and nothing's ever given, it is only ever lent. With a ledger in the shadows where the bitter interest went. For every bloom of happiness, a root of grief is fed. For every word of kindness, 3 unspoken lie ahead. That's the compound, that's the debt you can't outrun.
the morning after, when the hardest part is through. The clarity and stillness, the sky a brighter blue. But morning is a creditor that settles every night and charges you in memories that steal away the light you thought you had coming. And nothing's ever given, it is only ever lent, with a ledger in the shadows where the bitter interest went. For every bloom of happiness, a root of grief is fed. For every word of kindness, three unspoken lie ahead. That's the compound, that's the debt beneath the sun. So count your blessings carefully and number every cost, for all that you have dearly loved will one day too be lost. This is not a curse, my love, it is the brutal holy art of knowing every open hand must one day clutch the heart to feel it beating. The principle, the interest, the garden all, the harvest, the dead.
They placed you in my shaking arms, a universe of brand new charms. So small the blanket swallowed you, a promise sleeping pure and true, with little hands and smaller head, and all the fear I hadn't said.
Your eyes opened for the very first time, a deep and sudden sacred chime. And in that look, so fresh and clear, I felt a shift, a brand new gear.
My old life simply turned to sand to build the ground where you would stand.
The world is loud and sometimes wrong, a frantic, complicated song.
But holding you I finally knew my purpose, simple, strong and true, to be the wall against the cold, the steady hand for you to hold.
Your eyes opened for the very first time, a deep and sudden sacred chime.
And in that look, so fresh and clear, I felt a shift, a brand new gear. My old life simply turned to sand to build the ground where you would stand.
This isn't something you can teach.
quiet voice out of reach. It's a fear so sharp, a love so deep. A watch I know I'll always keep, a secret fathers get to keep. Your eyes opened and mine did too, for me and you. You saw the seeds that the wind scorned, the ones the fertile earth had sworn were not for planting, not for yield, left to the rocks, the barren field. You watched them settle in a crack so thin, a private vow where none had been, to make a home where home defies, with stubbornness behind their eyes. And you are the witness to the tenacious green, the quiet defiance of the unseen. You didn't pour the water, you didn't clear the stone, but you believed the seed could make the crack a home. And you will see the color in the bleaching light. You will see the color in the bleaching light. Now you know the subtle fracturing grace, a pale green thread in that unwelcoming space, a root like patience, slender, deep and slow, drinking from a truth that only deserts know, that life is not a question of the ground, but of the will that can be found, to press a tender dream against the sheer, uncompromising face of here. And you are the witness to the tenacious green, the quiet defiance of the unseen. You didn't pour the water, you didn't clear the stone, but you believe the seed can make the crack a home. And you will see the color in the bleaching light. Yes, you will see the color in the bleaching light. You never whispered promises of shade or softest bed. You simply honored what the desperate seed had said, with its own existence sharp and small and keen. I will be the argument for what life can mean. And in that space between the can't and is, you offer just the loyalty of your witness to the impossible, quiet, ongoing kiss between the rock and the persistence of this. And you are the witness to the tenacious green, the quiet defiance of the unseen. You didn't pour the water, you didn't clear the stone, but you believed, you blessed the seed that made the crack a home. And you will see the color, you will know the fight that built the color in the bleaching light. So when the bloom comes, small and fierce and brief, a held breath of incredible belief, you'll understand the depth it represents, because you saw the cost of every percent of life wrung from relentless grace. The miracle of an ordinary